Captain, let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here? Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant and realized the ends it could be put to.
Oh boy. So we're talking a whole new extra scary kind of weapon here, aren't we?
Deploying alien life forms isn't exactly new, but I've never heard of one that could pull off some... Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test, someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success. And the timing of that one... It couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the terramorphs. These attacks, I think someone planned them to set... They certainly were. But having this answer, well, it raises a couple... Who could pull something like this off? And why?
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more terramorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way. Sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
Control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning. Priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning. Emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Sanon, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
I doubt you need to bring all of that.
Get them in defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. They'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We should talk. Hey, Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to... You heard that recording. He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people. Condemned this city to keep them from sharing what they...
Commanders with no ethics are just terrorists with excuses.
He decided to sentence his own soldiers to death. What kind... But I guess that's just another part of his sick legacy now. Only he didn't succeed. Now someone else knows about the Lazarus plant and is using it exactly how he... Right. Settled systems are counting on us.
Hello, Captain.
Kaiser, try it now.
Situation normal. Successful.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
That doesn't sound...
us. Get your baggie ready.
The signal that thing's
that particular piece that... Yes, that right there. Excellent.
Good. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
Take a moment to go through your things and lighten the load.
Yes,
I'd like to take a look at that under a microscope.
Fascinating how life solves the same needs in comparable yet entirely different ways.
Yes? Look at all of you. Back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there. But it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need. Best place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Vay Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond. That's putting it lightly.
But it's clear someone knows about the plant and realized what ends it could be put towards. Captain, we need to get these samples back to the lab and verify we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the Terramore. But in the interim, do you think you could look into what we uncovered? See if you can turn up any information on who might have committed...
If it were me, I'd start at the scene of the crime. New Atlantis.
Perfect. Once you've finished your investigation, we'll meet you outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to hear this. Take care of yourself. No telling who might be involved.
Your ship is way bigger than Dad's.
So, I hear you've been making yourself pretty useful around the ship, Cora.
I have, Dad. I want to be as good a co-pilot for the captain as I am for you.
Well, you're doing a great job, Stringbean. I'm proud of you. What do you say we get you a new outfit next time we're planning engines?
It still fits,
Let's
Dad.
do this.
And I love it. Now, a new look.
Orbit achieved.
That's you again. You're advised to leave this orbit immediately. The United Colonies will not be held responsible. Critical mission. Oh, you're with the collection team. Fine. We'll send word you're on your way down.
One instant.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
All right, we're done. You're cleared to land at New Atlantis.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yubi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Just doesn't add up. Spaceport has anti-Xeno protocol. How the hell does a whole herd of Terramorphs touch down undetected? You know, I went to chef school.
Greetings, citizen. Welcome to the UC.
Authorized personnel. Presence, stay here.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinion of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for? Now, what in the heavens would make you claim something as ludicrous as that? Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but after all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, perhaps I can convince you. You want to hear the words then? I did it. Years of coordination between my associate and I. Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinion. Learning to synthesize it. Use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have... All in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as... Not a bad... The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinion spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential. Easy to say now, But at the time, I didn't know the Lazarus plant couldn't be plucked from the ground and used to cause even more death. I wasn't going to allow another dangerous variable to be added to an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my... No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You. There are no heroes without a villain. I simply arranged the opportunity for us to overcome one. And we all... It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to... And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard, with only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday. You're being honored only because I arranged the situations where... And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect that. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together. That is a pity, Captain. But I'm in no position. Just think about the opportunity I've provided here. There are more on the horizon. If you do the right thing.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the acyles are both as effective.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast. I already sent along info to the Cabinet to get them up. So what about your end? Any leads on who might have committed the attacks?
That seems unlikely, considering he's been dust for a while.
I'm sure the captain just misspoke. Right? No, that's impossible. He's gone. My father is dead.
Good grief, you're serious. This is bad. Monumentally bad. The UC better have an explanation.
Does it matter?
Alive. Faye Victus is alive? How did you find him? Wait. You knew he... You were sworn to... You... Yeah, I guess I, of all people, should know what a burden that can be. Doesn't mean I'm not mad. But I guess you letting us... Now at least we can inform the cabinet and let them deal with him. I'm sure he did. But he killed dozens of people. But now I guess we've got our answer. Any last things we needed to discuss? This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet... Then here we go.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New... Is what I'm reading here true?
My God.
An attack? Using Terramorphs?
You will all receive a full briefing once. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays...
Orlays? It's true, ma'am. I heard the recording myself. My father figured out how to use Terramorphs as weapons.
He did what?
That's impossible.
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest... Now, that's quite the accusation you're leveling. Considering Francois Sanon, you have evidence to back...
It just transformed. A Terramorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that...
I'd know that voice anywhere.
He knew they could do this. And said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Playing in...
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can... We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Faye Victus sooner. I'm inclined to agree, Captain. Now, With our villain unmasked, we can attend to with the threads you've brought together here. The Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches. The three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But as such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinion. All materials related to the plant will be...
A sound decision, Madam President.
We're already discussing the elimination of one species, Captain.
So long as total eradication can be independently confirmed. Can't risk somebody taking home a cute little souvenir that then destroys humanity down the road.
And once Victus has been dealt with, this problem can end here.
And allow us to focus on the grander task to come. Very well. We'll clean up the plant. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand the project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all...
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Ostiles are the safer...
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is... Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your... Major?
We've had a few discussions, but our group is similarly split. Only the Captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable.
A whole new species. All over the galaxy. Yeah.
Yes, because we're going to make sure it does.
Order, please. And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker,
We trust the Captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new...
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts. Spearhead.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies. This meeting is adjourned.
What's new? Oh, right. Nearly forgot. Here you go.
Having a good one?
Well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations. No need to thank me. You brought this. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Affilion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access. Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you? Suppose that's true. Well, we can remedy that right now. Here we go. Report says ships at these coordinates fired on United Colonies craft. You're clear to use lethal force if necessary.
Let's stow our stuff fast and